If you're new here, my name is Chucky. I like to talk about financial literacy, credit, investing, business, and most importantly, mindset, right? I like to talk from a real world perspective. I've made plenty of mistakes. I've learned the hard way. If you watch any of my videos, you know that. I break down things in a simple way that people like me and you, regular people, can understand. This channel is about education before execution, right? If you ever felt behind, confused, or intimidated by money, this video right now is for you. So let's talk about something nobody explains clearly, and that's inflation, the silent money killer. Inflation simply means your money loses buying power over time, not because you spent it, not because you messed up, but because prices slowly rise every year. Here's the real world version, right? 10 years ago, let's say groceries were cheaper, rent was cheaper, gas was cheaper, but your savings account, it probably didn't grow much at all. That gap in between there, that's inflation. I'm going to give you a simple inflation example. Let's say you save $1,000 and put it under your mattress. In 10 years, the number still is $1,000, right? But it buys less stuff. Here's why. Because inflation might be 3 to 4% each year, sometimes more, sometimes less, right? So even though your money looks the same, the buying power shrinks. That's why people feel like I'm making more money, but I still feel behind. You're not crazy. Inflation is quietly working against you. So real quick, why saving alone is not enough. Saving is important. You need an emergency fund and you need stability, but saving alone does not build wealth. Trust me, because your money earns 0.5% in a regular savings account and inflation is 3% or more. So you're losing ground every year, slowly, silently, and automatically, right? That's the problem investing helps solve. That's why you need to be invested always. That way you can try to beat inflation. Just saving money is not going to work, right? Remember we discussed that inflation is 3 to 4% usually, give or take, every year, right? So it's constantly rising. So the value of your dollar is going down every time, right? So you have to be invested. And we're going to talk about investing next. Let's talk about what investing really is, right? Investing is not gambling, it's not day trading, and it's not guessing. At its core, investing means putting your money into assets that grow over time. When you invest, you become a partial owner of that company. Your money works for you. Growth compounds, and we're going to talk about compounding next, right? Instead of your money just sitting there, it participates in the growth. That's how you fight inflation. Let's talk about why people fear investing. Most times, people are scared because nobody ever explained it properly, right? You hear horror stories about investing. You see that the market dropped like today. But here's the truth. Markets go up and down all the time and it's completely normal. Time smooths volatility. Emotion ruins returns. Always remember that. People don't lose money investing long term. They lose money reacting emotionally. Let's talk about why the wealthy people understand why time matters more than an amount. Most beginners always say they don't have enough to invest, but the truth is time matters more than anything, right? And when it comes to investing, let's say $100 a month for 30 years often beats someone who invests more later on. Compound interest rewards patience, consistency, and discipline, but compound interest also will punish impatience, fear, and procrastination. The wealthy understand that you need to be invested. When you understand financial literacy, you understand that. So here's what financial literacy teaches you. Inflation is always happening. Cash loses value over time. Investing is how you protect yourself. You don't invest to get rich quick. You understand? You invest to not fall behind. That's the real mindset shift that you need to have. So overall, right, inflation don't care how hard you work. Compound interest doesn't care how smart you are. They both reward consistency. If you don't learn how money grows, your money will quietly shrink. And that's why financial literacy always matter. So if you enjoyed this video, I want you to like, subscribe, and I want you to comment any topic that you want me to talk about on this channel below, right? I also got links to different resources below in the description. I'll talk to you guys on the next video.